Hello. Welcome, guys, to the broadcast. For those who are coming through for the first time, you are more than welcome. For those who keep coming, keep doing what you're doing. I love it. Guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe to this content. You can put on your notification bell so that each time I post a new video, you are notified. Guys, we're going to dive into the story. Minnie Dlamini and Edwin Sodi, the tenderpreneur, the ANC tenderpreneur, a controversial one who's been investigated by the Zondo Commission for corruption charges, allegedly. Everything, guys, this is a disclaimer. Everything that we're going to be talking about is alleged, right? We're not concluding anything. There's this guy, Musa Kawula. He's come through, right, with so much information on the celebrities. This guy has to be one of them. Or this guy has to have like a connection inside, because this guy has just been saying things without fear. Because the amount of things that he's saying, bruh, if you don't have facts, if they're not factual, it's so easy to get into trouble. But the guy is not bothered. He keeps throwing them out there and saying all these things. Okay, cool. Edwin Sodi is alleged to be the guy Minnie Dlamini was cheating with during her time of marriage. And this has come out. Guys, there's been pictures of Minnie in a private jet. And this is a problem. This is a reason why I'm on this video. Because these ladies, right, they post their expensive clothes. They post their expensive bags, expensive shoes. They post their expensive cars. They take pictures on private jets. And guess what? These are public figures. They're on TV. And all the young girls are watching this lifestyle. And you may say that the young girls are suffering. The men are suffering too, because these girls who look up to these ladies aspire for that lifestyle. And guess what? The attitude of young women changes. And all the young men as well have to live up to the standard that is set by Minnie, Mihlali. The list goes on and on. Tuli Pongolo. By the way, all the ladies that I have mentioned, I'm not going to mention all of them, but I'm mentioning these three because they are the prominent ones who are always posting expensive things, expensive bags, expensive vacations, and all of those things. And this is what it does. It creates a standard that nobody can live up to. And we've had this thing of blessers, right? And we've associated this blessing culture, this blesser culture, with the poor girls who go and sleep with old men to have nice clothes, to have their fees paid. But these celebrities are even called to these shows to speak on these things, but they themselves are doing this, right? And I was watching a video on YouTube on Divu and her husband, and they made an interesting comment saying that sometimes when somebody has had an abortion, they can go and have an abortion and hide it, and then the one who kept the baby is judged for having maybe a child at a wrong time or with the wrong man. But the one who did an abortion, nobody knows about it, and they can go freely and pretend that they're innocent, or even go to judge. But the one that did an abortion is crucified by community because they have seen the sin, but the one who could hide their sins are not crucified. And this is the same thing with these girls, right? We see them on TV, they're working, but there is no ways that their salaries are paying for these bags and all these things that they have, the private jets and the trips and all sorts of things that they floss on social media. Why go and floss something that you know you have not acquired correctly? Right? The reason they can do it is because nobody knows how they've acquired it. Nobody knows how they have acquired it. And they're putting this pressure on everybody else. I mean, Minnie Dlamini, bruh, she goes at the time where Mac G is under attack for some of the comments they make on the show, because we all know that Mac G has been trending and attacked by the celebrities. I mean, this level of hypocrisy, the level of hypocrisy where you set a standard for people that you yourself are not living up to. What the heck? And people are going to say, no, we're hating on these people. Nobody's hating on these people. These people are hating on people. These people are hating on ordinary people because they create this standard and make everybody else feel like they're doing the right thing and everybody else is doing the wrong thing. They're hating on people. What did people like Mac G do except for being loved by average person in South Africa. And they have a problem with that because they want that attention for themselves. They haven't done anything, they haven't shown anything like where they've created something from the ground up. Most of these ladies, what they do, they associate with powerful men and they sleep with these men and do all sorts of things that you don't think they would do. And they put on makeup and they look good. But right there on the inside, you don't know what's happening. It's the same thing, guys. And how do you go and judge people if you know yourself have the same crimes? Tell me. Thuli Pongolo, Mihlali Ndamase, Minnie Dlamini were mentioned on this list. And this is a problem with our country. These are the role models we have. And we cannot clean up our country if we do not clean up our leaders. The whole lot, the politicians, the celebrities. And I wish this could begin a revolution. This could begin a cleansing. This could begin an identity for ourselves where we know we cannot be consuming these things that we see on TV. And I really hope and pray that this continues. Because you don't cleanse the country, you don't cleanse South Africa if you don't cleanse the people that are in the forefront. Now there's a thing with Somizi Mhlongo and Nunathi Ngai. They're even jealous of one another. These guys are really our role models, guys. So after all is said and done, Minnie and Quinton Jones released a statement, and it reads as follows. We have been made aware of various allegations regarding our divorce circulating on social media since yesterday. Without saying much more, all the allegations made are false, damaging, and malicious. Fabrication of such a damaging manner are both unnecessary and hateful in a matter that is already sensitive to us. Our shared priority is to remain friends and co-parent our son. We kindly ask that you allow us to go through our private process without dragging ourselves, our families, and our loved ones into baseless rumors and social media sensationalism. These baseless rumors affect not only us but our child. Considering the nature of the allegations made, legal action will be taken against relative parties. Minnie Dlamini and Quinton Jones. Okay, guys, this is the thing, right? You see, when it comes to law, when it comes to these corporate people and their corporates, they just know how to use the law and the training or whatever it is of these professionals to hide behind these things, to protect the fakeness, the lies, and everything that is happening behind the scenes, but they're not portraying. We would not have a problem if these guys were telling us the truth about how they acquire their things, because they put pressure on people, but they themselves are not living up to the standard. Like I mentioned, how they judge MacG, but they themselves are not perfect. And I remember there was a time where there was a squabble between Bonang and Zinhle. When Zinhle went in public and said Bonang was cheating with AKA during the time they were dating, you know, Bonang went and hired lawyers and threatened to sue Zinhle for speaking the truth, because later on it did come out that yes, their relationship did start during this time. So this is what the celebrities will do. They'll threaten people with the law. They'll threaten people to keep quiet, and they'll go out there and be bold and say things are lies when they know they're true. What is wrong, guys? I mean, what the heck? When you do something wrong, why don't you own up to it? So in your response, you mention how this is affecting your family and affecting your child. And you make it seem as if like the people are the ones who started all of this. But it's not. It's you. You're the one who forgot about family. You're the one who forgot about your child and went and had an affair. But now, when it all comes back to you, you want to shift the blame. And this is the thing with people who are manipulative. They never take responsibility. They make other people feel like they're the ones doing the wrong thing. Nobody's doing the wrong thing by exposing the wrong that you are doing. You see, they'll do anything to protect their bag. This is damaging to their image. This is damaging to their brands. Nobody's going to want to touch them now. So instead of coming out clean, they'll keep on, keeping on, keeping on, keeping on. And which celebrity has not been exposed in this last year or two? Katlego Mabuwe, Boy Titulo gets hit with a bottle. And the things that you were saying to this guy who hit her with the bottle, you see, these guys aren't living the life they're portraying on social media. And when we will wake up, when we will realize, when we will choose our role models, why are we not talking about on social media? Why are we not talking about the people that have started orphanages, the people that are feeding people, the people that are feeding families? Why are we always talking about these people? We talk about it because it's what you want to hear. There's so much more to be talked about. Guys, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.